Hey guys, Great 101 here. So recently we have run into a lot of problems whenever it comes to our calling. Not necessarily the calling, but the teamwork that it goes into play. A caller has give the order to push, and that push happens, but then it stops. There is this complete halt, and then mess comes around, and the caller's questioning, how did I lose 5 tanks to 3? So today we're going to be going ahead, I'm going to be going over all of the things you need to do for a proper push. The things that are considered a proper push. Maybe your defensive measures whenever counting another push. Hopefully you guys find this information helpful, and go straight on to the beginning here. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to be going over is the proper way to defend yourself from an enemy push. This is very, very important. Alright, so your commander has given you up a strat sketch here, and he tells you that I need my heavies situated in this area. Now I'm using a 3v3, we're using 1 IS-7 and 2 7.7s versus another 1 IS-7 and 2 7.7 to keep this fair, to keep the tanks DPM balanced, to keep the tanks the same. Alright, so you have been told that you are to hold the J2 position, but be prepared to possibly push if the enemy is not there. So what should you do in order to set up a proper defense? Start off the scenario. As you can see, I am in my IS-7. We've got the two other 2 7.7s. Alright, so the whole point in this, what's going to be happening here is we are going to simulate an enemy pushing down into this direction. The goal for them is they're going to be pushing down and they're trying to get on our flanks in order to push us out. This is going to be what I call the unorganized mess, meaning we just said, alright, well, let's just go in and stop these guys. There was no organization, there was nothing happening. As you can see right off at the start, there's this lead 277 going off. I am in the back just waiting for a shot to happen. I can't shoot. This guy here is in my way. I'm waiting. So now I have to battle because he's facing in this direction and he's just in my way. We are blocking each other's shots. We've got this lead 277 who's up there all alone. So what does this R277 do? He goes up to join. His armor is just pointed directly at the enemy. We're struggling. We get a nice shot on the IS-7. The whole point of this is unorganized. This is what I call, this is horrible. There is no teamwork happening whatsoever. It's kind of like a random battle happens. The enemy is pushing onto you, so what do? Yeah, just do the best. This is like, you're trying to stop it. Like I said, there's not much, there's teamwork involved, but there's not much to matter. We've already got our lead 277, one is out there all alone. Look at his health. We've destroyed one, but look, he's down to a 1 shot. And he's going to get taken out here in just a second. Now he's taken out. So now it is a 2 versus 2 situation here. They have eliminated the gun, we've eliminated a gun, and it's a 2v2. Now you can see that we are backing off as we're trying to go into more defensive positions. We have now tracked this one guy. It's a mess. I've taken a shot now. I am down on HP. Our other guy, he's taken, or 277, he's taken a 1 shot. They are both on half health. It looks like we are winning this, but in my eyes, I still call this a loss because we have lost a guy. Usually whenever you should be in a defense like this, you should either lose nobody to maybe one person with everybody else being full HP to the mat. Like, it should be a lot cleaner, and this push was not clean. As you can see now, there's a 2v1 situation. I'm going to speed this up for the sanity of us, and there we go, and he's been taken out. Now let's go ahead. What is my HP? I am up to 500, and Marty here is up to 1,275, and Danny is dead. We have destroyed 3 tanks, but we basically made this guy here a 1 shot, so he's not useful later on within the call, whatever the caller wants, and this guy's a half. So now they have got to watch their HP, and they got to take it cautious. They can't rush out into just rush and get into positions quicker. They have to be cautious so they don't die. Alright, now we're moving here on to scenario number 2. Now you notice there is a big difference. There is a lot more organization going on here. We have got a stacking. This is what you call stacking, or what some other callers refer to as echelon. The whole point of this is this creates a really organized fire, which means you have got your armor to the most effective. If you look from here, right here from this angle, you have got, this guy here can get shot. Obviously he can get shot, but if you continue to go down, you can see that this 277, his track is blocked. So he no longer has to worry about getting perma-tracked. His armor's to his mass effectiveness, meaning that it's at a slant. So if the enemy hits him, there's a chance it's going to ricochet. There is a slight chance, but that's RNG. Because you got to remember, these guys are pushing. They are the ones who is making the aggressive play onto you. You are in a defensive posture here. And the benefit that this defensive posture also has is whenever your caller says, hey, I need a push, everyone is pointing in the direction that the caller needs to this push to go, meaning it is a lot more cleaner and a lot more organized. Nobody's running into each other, nobody's fighting for a spot. You already know that your most armored target is going to be leading this push. He's going to be the first one to go, and you guys are in a nice, organized path. So this defensive posture right here, the stacking or the echeloning, creates two benefits: a nice defensive benefit and a awesome ready for the push benefit. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch this go ahead and see how this goes down. Like I said, we got ourselves situated. These guys here pretty soon. They're gonna be pushing up. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, so here they come. Now you can see that a lot of us, we bounced our shots, but we pull back. We're still, only direction we are heading at this moment is back and forth, because we know if we stay out here too long, we're just going to get shredded, and it's kind of like a focus. But the only movement is back and forth. It is not side to side. It is back and forth. The dangers of this is you have a chance of shooting your friendly in, so that means you have your slowest reload tank over here in the beginning, so that way he's not blocking these guys. He is not blocking their shots. As you can see, a track has happened. It caused chaos for their push. They're still trying to come in. They're doing the best we can. We've only lost Danny some HP. The rest of us haven't really lost any HP whatsoever. We are now ahead in damage. We are definitely ahead in this damage. They have stopped due to the fact that someone got ammo rack. They're still trying to use their IS-7's armor. We just keep tearing it apart. We are so much more effective because, like I said, our armor is in an angle. Back and forth motion is all we are doing. Back and forth. It can't, like I said, it can pose dangers, but it's still way more organized and way more successful to know what type of methods you need to do. Now you can see, because we are stacked up against this, it is harder for them to push around because all we have to do is stick this guy up forward to stop them from getting around. They have to go all the way around past these trail cars, meaning that we have plenty of time to get more shots into them here. Chaos and confusion is happening because this stacking, this organization, our armor's to its maximum. We are at an angle. It's harder for them to penetrate, and they have to rely more in their sniper mode, meaning they have a chance of bouncing each other. It's a lot more chaotic. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speed this up. Just as you can see, Danny's lost half health and Marty is still full. We didn't lose anybody throughout this round. It was nice and it was a clean cut. We'll go ahead and look at my HP. I'm up to 800. Marty's full health, and Danny. This is a lot better outcome than the last one that we had with that unorganization where we were just blocking each other. This way here, we had able to continue to get some clean fire. Our armor was to its maximum, and we were ready for a push if the caller happened to call for it because we were pointing in the same direction and we were not behind everybody. So for our next scenario, we're going to be going over what I guess we're going to give this stack called the Mad Stack. This is our unorganized stack considered the Mad Stack. We are trying to, we're blocking each other's shots. This is stuff that literally happens inside of our games, guys. And this is, like I said, this is what I'm trying to correct. I want us to be more organized as a team, and all it takes is one extra step that is so easy to do. So you can see we've got our Mad Stack here. We are not using our armor 100% effectively. We are just blocking each other. There's going to be no room for success with this. So let's get this scenario started. We've got a first shot coming off. They're inching forward. They're waiting for the timer to come down to 13. All right, so they went ahead. They made their push. As you can see, that so far we've gotten some shots from them. They haven't gotten any to us, but now our Mad Stack has come in and it's showing its weakness. We've got a 277s pushing past. The 277s, both of them are out. Now they're behind. Now we're all over the place. We are so unorganized. And one guy's been taken out. We haven't even taken out a second gun, our first gun yet. You can just see how bad and how terrible the Mad Stack works. It is not successful whatsoever. We have eliminated a lot of HP, but we sacrificed all three of our tanks. All three of our tanks were taken out while all three of theirs were still alive with our Mad Stack defensive measures. Alright, so coming into our next scenario, okay, so what we're going to be doing here in this scenario is the enemy is going to be coming up and they're going to be stopping here at this position, so we're going to purposely sabotage this push. It's going to be what our mad version of the push, where we come through and we don't complete our successful push. We don't listen to the caller's orders, and we go and we stop at a certain point as soon as we see the enemy and we try to brawl it out. And on this quarter over here, we're going to be doing the normal stacking method, except with a twist. What this twist is this is our defensive measures, in case the enemy decides that they want to come up and they want to push. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up and we're going to be backing up and continuing our stacking the whole time. What we're doing right now is we're practicing this. And then there's our next stack. This is going to be our first defensive position. The enemies should be coming through, coming up to here and stopping. And this stack, whenever you back up, even works for whenever they stop and continues a benefit for them. I guess it looks like my sixth sense is glitched. Alright, so here we go. You got the enemy coming. Okay, there, it's fixed itself. The enemy are coming down. You can see that we've got a nice shot in. We got one guy dedicated to continue to tracking, so that way it causes chaos. This is another thing that is very important. Having one guy dedicated to doing nothing but tracking. Your fastest DPM tank. So at the time it's a 277. So we picked one 277 who we picked Danny to do nothing but shoot tracks, and then the other two are out to do the damage. We've gotten one guy down to half health and another guy down to 80%, so we got one shot into him. Now here comes our back method. Now if you notice, we went and we turned slightly, but we did not get in each other's way. There is no bumping happening. We have eliminated two causes. We have eliminated if they continue to push around, we can continue to back up to stop them from getting behind us, or even slow them down from getting behind us. And then we've also allowed ourselves to maximize our armor to continue with this here. Now look, we are already in our defensive position. They can't stay in their posture. They have got to risk poking out in order, because like I said, they are doing the pushing. We are not. So we continue our nice defensive posture here, waiting for the enemy to try to come up. They're trying to get their shots in. Looks like we got shots off, and then here we go. Now we got this the first guy is taken down. Let's speed this up a bit, get this going quicker. Their lead guy, he's down to a one shot. We got another guy down to half, and we have still got almost all of our HP. One guy's taken out. Now we're getting aggressive with this because we've got the numbers on them, and we have the HP advantage. Just a final guy. Alright, so let's go. What is our HP here? I'm up to 1800 HP. Danny is full HP, and Marty has taken only one, if not maybe two shots. It looks like he's taken one shot. Like I said, I can't quite tell. I'm not that. I guess I'm blind, right? It looks like Marty's taken pretty much one shot here. So you can see the successful and how much more, you know, this stack is. Look at this. We have maximized our armor. We are no longer blocking shots. Our guns are in position. We are not moving back and forth all that often. We are maximizing everything to its maximum capacity. I can't say this so much with a max. This is the perfect to do. This is why stacking as a team works so successful. You can even do this in random battles with your platoon. This can prove completely useful. It's hard for the enemy to break it. You have got to do this. This is why it's so, I can't stress it enough. It's so important and it's so easy to do. You just pull up next to each other. It does not take any extra effort. Now, which is going to be our final scenario here on Himmelsdorf, we are going to do what I'm going to call the enemy is going, or not really what I'm going to call, I'm sorry, let me reword that. The enemy is going to be pushing around us this time. They're no longer going to be stopping through here. So this is going to show why it is so important that you back up and what you do to try to, your best to try to stall the enemy here. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get this going. Let's get it up to the 13-minute mark where the enemy are pushing, and get back to normal speed. Alright, now you can see what they're doing is they are baiting their shots, and you'll see a lot more successful stuff happening with us with our tracks. They won't even get a chance to even come around. Alright, so they baited our shots at the beginning. We got some decent fire going off. Did you see that first track? It stopped all three of the guys because they were driving in a line. So now they got to take the time. They had to stop. They're out to fire more often. Another second track happened. You see the benefit of that second track. So now they have to fumble around and go around the enemy. And because we took out that first track, we were able to have, all three of us were able to get that shot on, we killed the first guy before he got to us. This other guy down here, he's a two-shot, and this guy here is pretty much already got one shot into him. And we haven't really lost any health whatsoever. So now their push has failed, and it's just back to our normal stack method. Like the goal, what we told them is we said, hey, I want you pushing past us. But this worked off so successful that they just weren't able to push past us. This, I guess what I should word this here is, look at how important it is to dedicate one person to doing nothing but 100% tracks. Yes, he's not doing any damage, but he has assisted so much that he caused chaos between their push, and it was allowed the other two to continue to take out a tank. So within 4 shots, we were able to take out a tank easy, and that was within 10 seconds. One guy was basically gone. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to another scenario. So starting off with this push here, we're going to be showing how easy it is to stack the corner. We've got our 2-7-7s in the lead. First guy here, he's going to go ahead and he's going to take up the first position. Next guy's going to fall right behind him. Now our 5A, he's slowly coming up here. Falls up right behind. Look at that stacking, guys. Look at how easy it is. Does not take any extra effort. And now what you have got is if your enemy happens to push on you through before you do, they come around, and they see this. 5 guns pointed directly at them, and they don't have time to run. They are dead, and they are eliminated. Their push is probably going to stall. They're going to freak out. They're going to wonder what the hell's going on here. So this is how easy it is to set up a stack. Or an echelon if your caller calls it. Whatever he wants, his method of calling it, just remember, you should automatically do this whenever you're told to go to a certain thing in a massive group. Stack, stack, stack. Alright, so what we are doing, let's go ahead, let's see what we're facing here. We are facing 4 super conks. The EBR was not supposed to be in this. This was a, a false moment here, not being in his spectator mode. Alright, so now the call has been given. Since you were ready to push, because the caller's like, okay guys, let's get ready to push. IS-7s take the peak position, and we no longer, because we know that we're going to be the aggressors here in this situation, so the IS-7s get up, we get ready, and the push is given. Now this is what I'm going to call a failed push, okay? Which means we are going to, a mad push. We're going to be coming through here, and we're going to do what we seem to typically normally do, and we're going to stop. We're going to stop our push, and we're not going to move any further. What we should be doing is going around the guns and eliminating it. So here we go, right up at the start. We got our guy tracked. He got turned sideways. One guy, he's still straggling. We have got an advantage. Look at this, guys. We are all here. All right, we've still got all 5 tanks alive. We've taken, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 shots within this. We're still kicking it. They did a very good job of damaging. Of course, the super conks are going to do better because their DPM is almost double. What? Not really almost double, but they're way more than what these guys are. But it failed because we stopped. Now let's go into this position right here of the 2-7-7s. Oh my! If I can just get this going right. Now you can see that. Look at that. The only thing we have got shots on is that lower plate because their turrets are armored. They're covering each other's weaknesses, and we are not pushing. So they have maximized their armor, and we're not able to defeat it. Just continue this going. Look at it. Unorganized mess. We've already lost 1 guy. Our second guy's about ready to go. 1 guy's already. 2 guys are 1-shots. Oh, there goes the 3rd, 4th. We've destroyed 1. So in this push, this failed push, we managed to lose everybody. We took 1 guy. Let's see if he gets another shot on it. Yep, there's 1 shot. So we took 1 guy into a 1-shot. 1 guy got 2 shots received, and we took out another gun. And our 5 guns, the outnumbered. You would think that 5 versus 4, the 5 would win. But because we didn't continue to push around and we let them, the Superconks, use 1, their DPM, and 2, maximize their armor, we were not able to continue. This was a fail at the start, considering we didn't push past. When you are pushing your enemies, you were to push past. The order for your caller, obviously he wants them down. He wants to apply pressure. And the only way you apply pressure is you turn guns, so that way everybody has got shots on weak points, rather than everybody shooting up to the most armored target. And then he's taken out. See, 5 versus 4, and we managed to take out 1 gun, leaving the others to almost basically full HP. That was a complete fail, and that is how you do not do a proper push. And I'm going to stress it again. You do not do this. This is a failed push. You do not stop whenever you have the advantage against the enemy. Alright guys, coming off here, this is what I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to call this here the mad stack again. You can see that we are not properly stacked. Nobody's maximizing their armor. We got a 277 here straggling up a little bit. We've got these guys here, their gun. And then we've got a gun here in the back. Now, while we know that there is something getting ready, we don't have any proper defensive positions. You know, we know that we're ready, we're going to be pushing in this scenario, but we don't have any proper defense ready. So we ended up telling the other guy, hey, I need you to come up on the other side, watch, we'll see. You'll see that we end up correcting it. And then there is our proper defense position. This is so much better. While I am straggling up a little bit, BC should be back just a tad. This is a lot better defensive than having a guy in the back. So we are all ready, rather than one straggling behind if someone gets tracked and he's stuck. So let's go ahead, we're going to get this rolling. This time, in this scenario, we're going to be pushing past the enemy. You can see that within this trade, We've already got one guy down here to 700 HP. It looks like we are technically losing this. We've got one guy up here, up down to a lower HP. I've been tracked. I've been taking a couple shots. The guy here, he's been taken out. But look at the difference. We've gotten, it's literally, these guys here are winning right now. They have got the HP advantage, but a fire has happened because we have gone to the backs of the enemies. One guy taken out. That's a gun, so now there's 3 guns still versus the 5 guns that are here. One guy's been taken out. This guy here is almost dead. And wait for it. Second guy has been taken out. Another fire has started. We have now got, because we have pushed around, 3 enemies on their back, 1 on their front. This here is basically, these 2 here are like bait to allow the others to go around. And then I am taken out. Now that these 3 here are ready, we've already got their weak spots exposed, which is their rear, their weakest part of their armor. We've already set up 2 fires from this. I think it was 3, actually. This guy here also had a fire set up. And now we've got 3 guns on 2. Like I said, our strongest armor is facing them. We caused them to have to turn around. And could you imagine if there was a stirve back here that would also help out within this situation? And artillery happened with their proper stack that they had. Artillery coming down and nailing down and slowing down. This is why it is so important, guys, that you push past the enemy. You can see how much better of an outcome this is. We turned what was originally higher DPM tanks, the super conks, we turned that scenario around. The 4 super conks had lost. We took out 2 tanks, so we traded 4 tanks for 2. And that is a successful push. Wow, that was a terrible success. Anyways, that was a successful push, and this is how the push should be called. We've had someone go around and up. Now, because of this, these guys, the super conks, were complaining, hey, you went outside the boundary line, because they thought we were going to go around and push around in this direction. Well, we sent 1 guy, but we had 2 guys go up top. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another scenario that shows, hey, it is so important to continue to push through. Alright guys, we've got what I guess is another Matt's Tech organization. At least all guns are pointed in the same direction. We can still get some guys in here. Alright, so there's the go-ahead that they're good. Okay, so what we're doing to push here. Now, we originally thought they were going to do the same thing here, and we made a rule that we were no longer going to push up the top, but we're going to push down at the bottom. So we figured that they were going to be stacked here, but look, there's a different type of mess here. They've got 2 guys here and 2 guys here, meaning that they now, whenever we push around, they've got side shots. But it is so effective. Okay, so now look, we got this guy here, he's been damaged. We can't penetrate these guys just yet, so we're struggling. This IS-7, they're doing tracking shots. I'm struggling. And it just, look at this. So far, they're just tearing us apart because they have got the armor and we are moving. Now we have gotten close, and the tables are about to turn. We've gotten 1 guy here. Look, we're finally able to penetrate these guys because we have pushed around. I have gotten back behind their guns. These guys here, they're continuing to maximize their DPM. They're not getting shot. These guys here are getting shot because we're focusing on this target. This guy here is our first target to get this one out. You can see that this time the scenario was different. We didn't go up above, and they had guys right here. This is why it's so important. We have now traded places. We are on their side, and they are on ours. But we have got their armor to its weakest point. You know, look, there was another fire. This is the downfall of the super conk. Every time it gets shot in the ass, it gets caught on fire. So they've eliminated 1. We've eliminated 1 gun. There is still 4 on 3. This guy here is almost dead. All right, now he's been taken out. Now it is coming up to a 2v3 or 2v4. I'm sorry, I worded that wrong. Now we are not even taking aggressive. Like we're just being all aggressive here. Because if we wanted to, we can continue to let this IS-7 here live. He's just being ballsy and nuts. What he should be doing is like not sacrificing his tank right there. He should have stayed behind and kind of poked in and let the others take, you know, his whole team. So there's still another gun. But the outcome is the same. The outcome is 3 on our alive, 4 of theirs dead. 5 versus 4. We won the battle. This is why, like I said, it's so important that you push past your enemies, guys. When the caller says push, do not stop. The only one who should probably look at staying back is the guy who's at the tail end. If you were the first one in that push, you roll past. Unless you're low HP, then it's a different story. So if you're a one-shot, obviously you don't want to be the one who gets killed first. So just remember, guys, in order to have success, you have to work as a team. Sometimes guys are pawns in the game of chess. The pawns are for the better and the greater good. Like a trade of 4 for our 2 is so much better than a trade of 1 for our 5. So we have realized that there are several important things to remember when to properly, 1, set up a defense, and 2, properly set up a push. Always remember, guys, stacking is key. It is so easy to do, it takes little to no effort, and it is so much more beneficial. You can see, okay, see, look, there's a track shot right there, guys. Just remember how important this is, too. Tracking on defensive positions like this is always important. I hope you guys really find this video helpful, and I'd like to say thank you to the guys who helped me make this video. It was really appreciated. You have no idea how much. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, and it would not have been as successful without you guys. Again, guys, just remember the key points to a successful push is to not stop. Turn those guns. 2, focus fire. That is key to every scenario. Always aim for those lowest HPs. And 3, the final thing is whenever you're in a defensive position, to just back straight up into your defense. You can see here in this, we've eliminated the guns. We backed up, we stopped them from, we got allowed one guy to get around, but the others could not. And it's just so much more successful, like, in this defense. I hope you guys found a lot of this video helpful, and again, I'm going to say a big thank you to the ones who helped me out. Like I said, I could not have done this without you.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty. Oh, weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace.